Hey, I'm PokeSteve, and welcome back to Decks on Deck. So this is going to be the Miraidon EX edition with the win at regionals. I wanted to break this deck down. Let's look at why it works, why it's so strong, and let's look at some weaknesses too. There's some weaknesses to this as well. But we'll start out. We got the deck over here on the right. We got a Miraidon EX. You can see everything you need right here. And then I've kind of got an Excel breakdown of what I'm seeing on this thing. So first off, big basics. There's 9 with 200 plus HP. That's tough to stop. Miraidon, Iron Hands, Raichu, Raikou, Pikachu, maybe even Fezandipiti and Latias, but not really. Sometimes those are just liabilities. A deck search. Deck search is not really a big strength in this deck, but it does exist here with Arven, Secret Box, Forest Silstone, and Lumineon. You can get basically anything you need with Secret Box except for Pokemon. Even then, you can just get an item. So it gets like everything except for a Pokemon. Bench acceleration is pretty big. Miraidon EX is amazing at this with its ability built in already. It allows you to get 2 basic electric type Pokemon, lightning type, however you want to say it. Put them on your bench, and it's pretty good. It's strong. You also have the Nest and the Ultra Ball. Pretty much deck staples at this point. Energy acceleration, Magneton, and Electric Generator. Electric Generator is not guaranteed, but with 16 lightning energy in this deck, there's a high probability you're going to be able to attach some energy off of the Electric Generator. It's pretty good. Magneton, you give your opponent a prize, but you power up Iron Hands EX with 3 energy attached from hand or do something like that, or have the double turbo ready to go on Iron Hands and then pull that off, and you're good to go on getting an extra prize off of a knockout if it's like a smaller Pokemon, right? Or Squawkabilly EX. Incredibly weak to the Iron Hands attack. A draw acceleration. I think this is a strength. You do have Squawkabilly EX. You do have Raikou V that gets you 1. Mew EX gets you up to 3 in your hand. Fezandipiti EX if something gets knocked out. Rotom V if you don't have anything else to do and you just need to draw. Some good options there. Prize acceleration, kind of sneaky here. Iron Hands EX is your prize accelerator here. It allows you, if you knock someone out using the amp you very much attack here, amp you very much, yeah, lets you take that extra prize card for the knockout. So another good time there. Not a lot of recovery. A single Night Stretcher. That's it. Not a whole lot of recovery in this deck. Gust, you do have Iron Bundle here, but that allows your opponent to make the choice. And you also have 3 Boss's Orders. Prize Denial is kind of newer for me. I think Pikachu EX fits this pretty well. It is a Resolute Heart does keep it from getting knocked out, and that one turn can sometimes change the direction of a game. There is no hand disruption. No way to disrupt somebody's hand in this deck. There's no bench protection here. There's no Manaphy, there's no Jirachi, there's no... Pikachu has its own built-in sort of protection as a Terra, but it's not worth mentioning. Damage multiplier, being able to hit for big numbers here. Raichu V can do this, being able to discard energy 60 times that amount of energy. Very easy to get 6 energy on board to do 360. Very easy. You can definitely do that. Sniping, it's a little bit sneakier, and it's one of the deck's weaknesses. There's not a lot of sniping here, but Fezandipiti EX, if you can get 3 energy on this thing, can do 100 damage to any of your opponent's Pokemon. It's not used very much. Free Retreat is the other right here, so some other notables in this deck. Free Retreat from Latias EX, very good. All of your basics will have Free Retreat. Price check with Hisuian Heavy Ball, always nice. Of course, you can figure that out if you just go through your deck, but sometimes it's just nice to look. And the big bench, you can get a big bench with area 0, which would allow you to build the bench up, utilize these 2 prize liabilities, and then hopefully if your opponent were to remove that stadium for you, you could kind of take a few of these off the board after they've been used, like Lumineon and Squawk. And you're powering up Raikou V's attack as well. So good stuff there. Now, weaknesses. Let's go here. We're going to reveal our weaknesses. Magic. Weaknesses is very item dependent. Lots of items here. And if you get into a matchup with Bidoof or some of these control decks that are out there right now, it's going to be a bad day for you. You have to manually try to attach. I don't see a lot of easy outs there. Maybe Raikou V manually attaching 2 energy here to get to that. Miraidon can work around not being able to use Nest Balls and Ultra Balls, but I do worry about being item dependent in this meta. There's only 2 different kinds of supporters here. You see the Arven and you see the Boss's Order. Is it enough? There's no hand disruption. So, you know, it's notable, but I don't think it holds the deck back. I think overall, it's a great deck. It's very efficient. It does what it can with the number of energy, the number of Pokemon. I do say that it is very energy heavy. 16 energy is a lot. The limited hand reset, again, only the Squawkabilly, only on first turn. There's no way to throw your hand away and get a new one. You can kind of use as much as you can, and maybe use a Rotom. That ends your turn though, or maybe use a Mew. That only gets you like 2 cards though, right? 3 cards in your hand. So, and then lots of 2 prize liabilities here, and that can be a problem in itself. But there's also, you know, and I didn't list this in here, I feel like Mimikyu would be a very good counter to this deck. There must not have been a lot of Mimikyu in some of these decks. I'm going to have to go back and look. But if you look at this, there's no canceling clone. There are not very many options for non-V or EX attackers. If you use Magneton, you're doing 40 per turn. That's going to be 2 turns against a Mimikyu. And that's if it doesn't have like a Bravery Charm or a Cape on it. Fezandipiti? No, not Fez. Fez couldn't do that either. I don't think this deck does 100 damage. No. Nope. I think Mew EX can. I think there's a technicality that allows genome hacking to do damage to Mimikyu. But other than that, I love this deck. Played this deck a few times in the past. Played it even more last night just to get a good feel for it. I like the way it plays. It is fast. It is strong. And if you get off to a good start, it is very hard to beat this deck. It just is. So congrats to Azul. Great win out there. Appreciate this deck. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. Hopefully I can build this and play it at locals. We'll see. I'm still looking at, there's a new Keldor deck that is out there right now that's winning that won a Japanese tournament. I'm going to try that because I already have that built and I can make a few changes to get it ready for our next format after rotation, right? So good time. Let me know if you're enjoying these videos. By the way, leave me a comment, leave me, I don't know, a thumbs up, something like that. And if there's any decks that you would like for me to try to break down in this way with our categories, if there's any categories you think I need to add, maybe I'm overlooking something, hey, I appreciate it. I can take it. Get some criticism in there. But other than that, thank you for playing. This has been PokeSteve with Blast TCG. Have a good one.